Welcome back to Corn on the Pod. I'm John Steins, and this is no, it's not Craig Smith. Daniel Lilley, guest presenter.
Yep, someone new. Bit of a different accent as well.
Great to have you here. Great to have you here for the Corn on the Pod. Yeah, so Craig is obviously going off to ACO Worlds in the States, in Tulsa. So Danny's kindly stepped in, and he's going to come back a few times. So you're going to see him quite a bit on the show. So good to see you, Danny.
Yeah.
I like with anybody that comes in to the studio, we have to have a few games first, and we only had one game, but it was a tight one.
It was.
We're both on form. I even got a roll shot in there, believe it or not. Talking about roll shots, air mails. It's that was a good game, really good game. It's anybody that comes in cannot get away without having a game of cornhole, at least one.
And what a great setup for it as well you got there.
Oh, it's perfect. It does a job. It's a bit messy in the workshop, but we always find space for the court because I've got to get my practice in. So Daniel Lilley, how do we introduce him? Because Danny really is the founder of competitive cornhole in the UK. He started it all. How long ago was that?
God, that was probably 4 years ago now, was it?
4 years,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Something like that.
Yeah. So how did you start? What made you even think about starting cornhole?
Yeah, I've always been into sports, as you know, and I seen it obviously over COVID time and stuff. Obviously, I seen cornhole on like Instagram and stuff like that, and I thought, wow, I need to get a little bit more into this and see what. And then I went to a wedding. It was actually at a wedding where I seen it, and I just seen smiles on people's faces, and I thought, surely there's got to be something. I'm a pretty competitive person. I don't mind losing, as people are aware. You know, I don't mind losing, certainly finals. But I seen it and I thought, well, there's got to be something in the UK. So I did a bit of research, and there was a few things here and there, a few clubs here and there, but not like the competitive side really. Just more fun. People kind of setting up clubs. Shout out to Matthew Richardson, who was he set up the Bury Baggers down in Bury. And I kind of shouted out to him and said, I'm from Manchester. We're looking to set something up as in a club. And
So Bury Bag, they already have their club set up.
Yeah, I think it was around the same-ish point in a way.
No league.
Yeah, there was definitely no league.
Right,
I mean, it was similar times that I would say set our club up, but we was very infant, like very in its early stages, where Bury was kind of, you know, they had Matt Richardson there, he kind of had good knowledge on cornhole, and then I thought, well, I've got to start a league. There's got to be something that we can do. And I think the first event that we did, so I did promotion, I did the logo, set it all up, I had kind of a season structure in place. And then we had our first event, and I think at the first event in Manchester we had 8 players, and I think we played everyone. If I remember rightly, we played every player, so we played 7 games if I remember rightly. So yeah, it was still a long day, even though it was.
Yeah.
And at that time as well, for example, in the final we played best of 3, first of 2, and I think we did that in the semi-final as well. So we kind of just prolonged the day a little bit more.
So the early videos on YouTube, on UKCL, would that be the likes of that, or?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I think we didn't stream
because there's some players on there that I don't recognise. There's a few on there. I don't recognise.
There was I think only one that came to the original first tournament doesn't play anymore. I think the other 7 do, and I think the likes of obviously Matthew Richardson was there, Josh Heiser, Adam Sanderson was there. So yeah, we still had 7 of the core, shall we say, that do play. I think Tony Gavin was there as well. And yeah, it was a good event actually for the minimalist of people. It was a very good event, and I thought, wow, we've actually got something here. We've got something to build on. And of course, where we are today is a different story altogether.
Yeah, it's come on. But now, I mean, you've handed it over to the Pettits, and they're doing a good job. and you've taken on ACO.
Yes.
ACO director, ACO Europe director.
Yes.
Which is something a bit different. It's, but I mean, UKCL, you've done a hell of a job building that up, because I mean, when we started in season three,
Two. Yeah.
We started in season 2.
Yeah.
And right from the off, we were hooked.
You knew,
know, the competition and the friendliness of the competition. It just, once you've been to one, that's it. You're going to go to them all.
That's it. That's it.
So much fun.
It's a bit like golf. Golf. You would probably play bad all round, but you have that one good shot, and it's like, wow, I'm coming back. And cornhole's like that in a way. I'm quite lucky now, and you're a player of a standard as well, where we have more than one good shot now. But it's certainly something that it's just one of them kind of, people think, oh, what, like beanbag throwing? I used to do that in school, but once they play that first one, it's like bang, we're in. And it's very rare that someone plays cornhole once and doesn't play it again. It's very rare.
I would say, yeah, definitely. But it's also, it's like the number of friends and that you've made from playing cornhole, which is a good thing. It's because like I say, it's got to be one of the friendliest sort of sports or games that I've played.
Yeah.
But and that just makes the day really on a tournament day or a tournament weekend. It's
I've met so many so many players. I think in the first season that I played, going into the second season, obviously I travelled to 5 different countries playing it, and the people over there are very competitive as well. But they are they're very friendly. Everyone's very friendly in different countries like Netherlands, France, Germany, Belgium. They're just all very friendly people over there. And
I mean, it seems to be bigger in the likes of Germany. It seems to be a lot bigger over there. But but where UK is growing.
I honestly think that the UK is probably, obviously you've got Germany and France, but I actually think UK now is fastly getting up there. There's no doubt about it. And I think that it's going to be a level par situation soon. The standard is going to kind of go with the participation, really. The more participants, the more, shall we say, competitiveness, and only time will tell where it's going to be this time next year. For example, it's going to be. I actually believe it's going to be probably double what it is at the minute next year. So I do. I think that would
be good.
Yeah, I mean
the standard of play has definitely come on. Because starting off, when we started off, there was a certain sort of bunch of guys you think, they're obviously the best players. But now it's the more, people have got a season or 2 seasons behind them, but actually everybody, and the games are getting tougher. It's there's players that when we first started, you think, well, they're not so good, but now they're as good as us, and it's sort of, players are coming on fast.
Yeah,
it's
I take it like me personally. I just take each game kind of at face value from the off. I feel that I'm more than capable of beating anyone, but then also on their day, they're more than capable of beating me. Even if you've just started, they could be a very kind of shall we say, a scruffy player, shall we say, and that can actually disrupt your flow. It can disrupt disrupt your style, and like I said, 9 times out of 10 it does come off for yourself. But there is times where I've come up I've not come up trumps against someone that I believe I should have won. And like I said, it's just going back to the second season, when I was when I was playing in Europe, I was beating some like very, very good players, and them now are like even better than me. They've obviously practiced more and obviously played a lot more. And it's crazy to think, well, hang on a minute, I beat him like 2 years ago, but I probably won't have a chance in a game.
Well, the thing is now, season 4 we've got 10 tournaments, is it?
9 or 10 tournaments.
Plus ACO, so it's we're going to be playing a lot more, because practicing obviously, but it's actually I think you come on faster by playing tournaments. So I think players are going to come on even faster this year, and they're going to get better and better, which is good, But there's still that space for beginners coming in, because there's always new players. So it's you come into a tournament as a beginner, you haven't got to think, everyone's going to be really good, because there's other people that have just started, So there's always going to be somebody on your level to play.
Yeah.
So which is what makes it good, and I think they're going to run tier 2 as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
So there's a chance of actually of winning a trophy for sort of lower ability players. So,
yeah,
which is good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So so ACO. So as an ACO director, what other than sort of organising the tournament what does it entail being the director?
Yeah, I suppose but it's not really about just being a tournament director. It's more also about kind of promoting ACO Cornhole across Europe and across the rest of the world, really. I mean, we're now seeing it in likes of India and Canada and in other little countries as well, that we're now kind of getting the ACO banner out there. And I think that the likes of Frank and the ACO team just seeing the kind of the slow but successful kind of time frame of the UKCL, and thought, well, we might as well get Daniel Lilley on board and kind of see where we can take ACO Europe. And we've had 2 majors. The good thing is as well is that we are actually within their full calendar, so it really kind of takes it away from other kind of organisations that are kind of separating the entity, shall we say, where when you become an ACO European Pro, you become an ACO Pro, and when your ranking points go into the full world ranking points as well for ACO, so it really does kind of make you feel, even though we only have one tournament, which obviously is going to be more ACO tournaments this year, we believe, a couple of regionals hopefully as well. Next season, which is season 21. We hope that people understand that you're playing in the full world league. You're not just playing in a European subsidiary. So that's a good thing about ACO, and the community is great as well. Every cornhole community is great. There's no doubt about it. But there's something about the UKCL and ACO community that just kind of it's just amazing. We had I think we had 25 Americans come over, or 20 to 25 Americans come over in the first European one, and every one of them was just incredible, like very positive. And I think we only had up to 50 players there, and it was we just made it a very good tournament for.
Oh, it was amazing. Tournament.
Yeah, amazing.
It was great. It was good in a way because ACO have been there, they've been on the go for what, 20 years or something like that. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Well, it is 20 because it's 21.
Yeah. 2005. Yeah, 2005 was.
So they're sort of bringing on board their experience and bringing it to the UK.
Yeah.
So, which is only going to help the likes of UKCL grow, because you learn from ACO. They've got a really good system set up, and UKCL are sort of following on with that, and getting their sort of support and advice from them is it can only do as good, really. So,
definitely. At the end of the day, it's cornhole's cornhole, right? And I mean, it doesn't really matter in a way what banner's on top of that cornhole tournament.
No.
We all love cornhole, and
we all just want to play.
We all just want to play,
and have fun. It's I could go to a tournament every week.
Yeah.
Can we not have a tournament every week, Danny?
That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. Yeah. well, like I said, we're getting some new boards. The ACO is getting some new boards. So we've just ordered another 10 sets, which is good. Like I said, we're gearing up for the major next season, season 21, which
Looking
is
forward to it.
Should be really cool.
Yeah. It's, I'll see if I can reach. See if I can come back with another one of these.
Yeah, lovely.
Bit of dust on there.
Yeah.
Or maybe a couple would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah,
not just the old guys one.
But yeah, just to be part of season 20 as well. Like it's obviously one if not the actual oldest organisation. It's just great to be part of something of history, really. We've got little emblems as well, little coins as well. Which is really cool.
I've got mine in my pocket, my good luck coin.
It's, really cool. Then.
It's brilliant. That it's ACO. I mean, getting my picture up with the list of pros on the ACO site, you got all these Americans there, and there's little me with the Americans. It's like it's good to be part of it.
Of course,
you know, such a massive organisation. I don't know how many players are actually in ACO in America, but
yeah. But I think, for example, me and yourself and other players in the UK, you know, your Lee McGraths and your Charlie Lomaxes and sorry if I've missed anyone out. There's so many good players now in the UK, and I think that you know, we would still kind of struggle to maybe get in the top 64, top 100 in the ACO America side. Yeah. So, you know, it just shows you that the levels, we're not there yet. And
a few more years. Saying that, I mean, Craig's on his way over there, we'll see how he
does really well.
How he does, because he's very competitive, Craig.
Yeah,
and he's obviously going to give it his best shot. So it'll be interesting to see how far he goes in some of the matches that he's in, because he plays the right game.
Of course,
the right game on the right day against the right person. You've got a chance of winning.
100%, 100%.
But the level of their play is something else. It's,
without a doubt, yeah. It's,
but a few more seasons and we might be there.
Yeah, I've played some amazing American players. Obviously, I played Caleb from an ACO point of view. I've played some of the ACL lads as well, like Jimmy Humans and Tony Smith. I've played, and I don't really tell you what scores they were, but it was
Did you score points?
I did against Jimmy Humans, actually. Jimmy Humans, great guy.
There you go.
One of the best.
Scoring points against Jimmy Humans, you're doing well.
Yeah, I think I scored 7 on him, I think, if I remember rightly. I scored 7 on him, then he just obviously went a different gear then, and it was game over then. But yeah, it's like I said, I played some very good American players, very good players in general, and like I said, I think that this season 4 now is going to be certainly, from a UKCL point of view, the most competitive without a doubt. And one thing I personally need to do is just practice more. The sad thing is that I don't practice this sport either.
Yeah, well, I mean, looking back to season 3, it's not your best season. Well, you also missed. Did you miss 1 or 2?
Yeah, no, I missed 1.
You missed 1.
I was going to miss 2 actually, but yeah, I managed to get there.
You were on catch up from the start, really.
From the start, yeah.
And then you finished. Where did you finish?
Finished 3rd. Yeah,
third.
Finished 3rd.
So to miss the tournament and then still finish 3rd. I mean.
Yeah, like I said, the main thing is obviously, and a lot of people know this, is that I've been in, like 8 or 9 finals now over the last 4 years, and obviously not managed to get over the line. I've nearly double dipped people. I think if I remember rightly, I nearly double dipped Matthew Richardson to win 1, but I didn't obviously. And then my recent one against Josh Heiser, that was one where, you know, without being disrespectful, I think people would have put the money on me because there was no kind of top European players there as well. So, you know, I think that
I mean,
it was just one of them really.
Yeah, we would have expected you to win, and then Josh was pulled out of the bag.
He played very well.
He did well.
He played very well.
But he had a good day all around, I think. And he was straight into the king's seat as well, and you know, which definitely would help.
Probably beat me to get the king's seat, so that really hurt as well, to be honest. So I mean, I think he beat me. I can't remember what happened now fully, but I know that I managed to play Liam McGrath 3 times, if I remember rightly. And I beat him all 3 times, luckily, because obviously Liam's a very good player. And then I thought, well, if I'm beating Liam without being, I should really have a good kind of momentum to hopefully kind of take me that. And I think I had to play Liam in the semi-final, was it? I had a very tough game against Richard McDonald, actually, if I remember rightly. And I think when
Richard was on his winning streak,
he was on it. He's one to watch for season 4 without a doubt. But yeah, I cut long story short, I think I beat Richard, and then I had to meet Liam again. I was like, bloody hell, I've got to meet Liam again. Like, it's going to be so hard to kind of beat Liam for the 3rd time. That's just absolutely crazy. And I did it somehow. I just played a game, and then I thought, well, if I'm on a momentum here, I should be able to potentially double dip Josh, but Josh is a good player. There's no doubt about it. Josh on his day is a good player, and it just didn't happen. But that's one that really kind of has really bugged me, shall we say, to go into season 4. That's the one basically. That's the one that's going to make me train harder, practice harder. And like I said, the Manchester club is obviously, you know, going to get some new boards soon as well. So that's really going to help us to progress really. So
yeah, and the boards are looking pretty good. It's
crazy
yeah,
boards.
and it's great that you managed to raise the funds so quickly for that and get the club back on its feet, because it's only what was it 3-4 weeks ago now.
So that was crazy.
That's good that you keep them going, because you can get back onto the club nights and get the practice in, because we're not that far off the first tournament, are we? Another 4 weeks or
something like that. Yeah.
So it's which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going on holiday the week after as well, so it's going to be. Hopefully, I'll be taking a trophy on the plane with me. That'll be nice. But no, I think I just want to say thank you as well to the community while we're on this great podcast, really, because we did lose all our boards. It was crazy. When Jamie, my brother, actually said the storage unit's on fire, I was like, oh, it's okay. They've got protection there. It should be fine. As long as it's not our kind of, we haven't got anything electrical in ours, so it shouldn't really be ours. And then literally a couple of hours later, this building is just like,
you sent me the picture of it, and I couldn't believe it. It's like, it was
devastating. It was absolutely devastating, because I thought, well, and obviously we lost a couple of quite a bit of ACO equipment as well in that. So it was it was quite bad. But like I said, I just want to say thank you to the community, because they've kind of helped us raise nearly £1,000, which has given us 2 or 3 sets, and just massively appreciated, big time to every single one.
That was really good.
Really good.
Yeah. So coming into season 4, do you expect to be at the top? We were talking about this, our picks for the top, and I reckon personally that there might be a few changes at the top, because the likes of Charlie Lomax and Jared Noosh, charged team players this season. They've always been up there, but I actually think I can see one of them leading the way and actually ranking number 1 quite quickly, unless you can stop them.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, like I said before, it's
point structure is different this year, so it could keep it a little bit tighter as well.
Yeah.
So trying to sort of run away with it might not be so easy. Do you see yourself up there without?
Well, I think the new structure for the UKCL certainly first of all, I love it. I think that all the changes that they've made is they're all very positive. So, and even if it was negative, I could give a bit of advice, but it's, at the end of the day, it's their league, it's whatever they want to do. But everything's been really positive from Ben and the Petit brothers, and I think that it does kind of favour. I won't say favour the better player, shall we say, but it does help out the better player, because you can schedule it a lot better. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll be going to every event more or less and trying to maximise them points as much as possible. Or at least get to the stage where I cannot really earn any more points, which I don't think that would happen anyway, because like I said before, there's that many good players now in the league. But yeah, I think that personally going into next season for myself is just I just need to practice. I don't, like I said before, I just don't practice the sport that I love. I actually love the sport. Everything I do within the sport, I love. I just don't actually play enough, which is weird. So I am going to start. I won't say I'm going to go to the levels of someone like Liam McGrath practicing. I don't think I've got that kind of full commitment, but it pays off. I
practice quite a bit, but I might do 10-20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
But I'll always find at least 5 minutes just to throw some bags every day.
Yeah.
Unless I'm away somewhere, but it's but I don't tend to do big long sessions. Which I don't know if it helps or not, but the other thing as well about gameplay, to me it's maybe 50-60% skill, and then it's this mental game,
of course,
which we're going to do pretty much a full episode about this mental game. I've got a special guest lined up for that one, but it is a mental thing when you're playing somebody.
Of course,
because you can be playing well all day, and then if I'm playing game and I'm playing well, and then I'll meet Liam, and I just seem to go to pot. I've never beat Liam, and that's probably why, because I've never beat him. So I get it. It's in my head, something, and it's this mental thing. It's that gets me, I think, and it lets me down sometimes.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's...
I think kind of like you said, mental there without a doubt. I think that I've been in so many situations where I can only speak for myself, but I've been in so many situations where, well, like I said before, I've been in so many finals. I've even been in finals in Europe, and if I remember rightly, in Germany, I played in a Tier 2 event. I was put in Tier 2 not mistakenly. I was put in there, and I wanted to go to Tier 1. But everyone was saying, no, just stay in Tier 2, stay in Tier 2. And I would have got probably smashed in Tier 1, to be fair. But I wanted to go in Tier 1 because I wanted to try and put myself against a better player, shall we say.
Yeah.
Anyway, I stayed in Tier 2, and I think I won 8 matches against 8 different European players. And then I met a guy called, I think he was called Dirk Lau or Dirk Loose or something like that, I think he was called. And I knocked him down. I won the king seat, so I was in the king seat in the final. Then he ended up double dipping me in the final. So I've been on both ends really. I've been on like in a very good position in king seat, but then getting double dipped in it. And then obviously in some of the finals that I've played in UKCL, I'm the one that's had to been getting double dipping the players.
Yeah.
And it really. But my mentality and my mental side of the game, I think is okay. I think that I've even been down. So I think the game we played before downstairs, actually, I think I want to say it was a 16-3 down or something.
Yeah,
something
like
crazy like that.
So ridiculous.
And then I ended up coming back, and it went to 20-all, and then I won the game, and it's like, and that's just nothing. That's just messing about. But
yeah, but it's still it's a funny one that because some people, when they get down that far, they more or less give up, and you can see it when you watch games on YouTube and things. You can see they give up. I would never give up because I know you could come back from like 20 to 0. Yeah, you can come back and win because it's happened.
100%.
So
100%.
That bit doesn't get to me.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll probably just start playing better when I'm behind. I think I've got to get my act together.
Yeah. There's one number that matters. That's 21. You need 21. Simple as that. But yeah, like I said, it just going back quickly. It is just the mental side. I think is okay. I think it's just more the fitness side for me. I think it's just more the physical side of it, not the mental, just more the physical. And I have been trying to work on that actually going into season 4 as well. Yeah,
we picked up on this in the last episode. The likes of Richard McDonald. And he actually admitted himself. I think he played like 4 or 5 games, one after another, and you could see he was getting tired. And then that's it. His winning streak was over because he was knackered. He was tired. Yeah, and I think you were sort of affected was it the last tournament? You just seemed tired towards the end.
Yeah.
So I think it does affect you. I mean, we both play. You do quite a few sports, I think, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I play one called Petanque, French boules.
Yeah.
And it's always outside, French boules, so you don't really play it indoors. So I feel like you obviously get more airflow, you get more air, and it kind of that helps you out a little bit.
I mean, that's another throwing game.
Yeah.
I suppose, are you throwing a similar distance?
But the distance can vary in Petanque. Yeah. So
what sort of weight are the bulls?
Yeah, a little bit heavier. Around about 78 ounce. So around about 77, between 70 and 78 ounce, I think. Is that seem right?
No, 70 ounce. No, it can't be 70 ounce, can it? Because isn't that like 3.5 pounds?
Grams is it? Sorry, grams.
750 grams.
Is it 750 grams?
About right. Yeah,
about 750 grams.
I don't know, a pound and a half, something like that.
Yeah, so they are heavier, or they can be heavier. Sorry, than a cornhole bag. But you're outside. You kind of I don't know. You're in a better headspace basically than when you are in cornhole, and it's very hot.
Yeah, it's probably similar to I play kites, which it's a similar distance. You're outside, but you're throwing like it's a 4.5 pound weight,
right?
Metal ring. It's a bit like horseshoe. So and you're throwing at a similar distance to cornhole, but it's a lot heavier, and you're only throwing 2 of them. But again, and you're walking up and down. So it's a very similar game. It actually helps my game.
Yeah.
Playing both, it helps both the games because they're all eye-hand coordination, throwing game, it sort of works, which is probably similar to you with the baton.
Yeah, it is similar. I mean, anything hand-eye coordination, I love that kind of sport. Like darts, I play a lot of darts. And I know it's not hand-eye coordination, this, but on the fitness side, I'm playing more squash now as well. I play with Adam Sanderson, actually. I play with Adam, play squash.
So you should be fit playing squash.
Our fitness is definitely improving.
I played that when I was really young.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the hardest sports when it comes to adrenaline. So, yeah, hopefully, going into season 4, I'll be a lot more fitter. Because I think I've got the ability playing-wise. Maybe I need more practice on that as well, but it's more about fatigue and fitness for me, I think. And it's crazy that we're just throwing beanbags basically. It's you shouldn't really be like that, but until you play it, until you play at an okayish level, and until and then when you do play at an okayish level, you end up then going further into tournaments. It does take out you definitely.
I know it's like sort of moving on from that. It's sort of like, practice-wise, that you don't tend to do a lot of practice. You have your club night. Is that every week?
It's not as well. No. It's every other week really. But now luckily we are with Manchester Cornhole now. Certainly with our new boards as well. We're working more with community kind of ventures now as well. So we are going to be playing more, and we are now going to be going to every Wednesday night now a sports hall in Royton, which is in Greater Manchester. So.
I think it's like, I think a lot of people, the only practice they will get is actually on like a club night, and they're basically just playing games. Whereas for me to practice, I've got the boards downstairs, and I'll practice by myself. And I'll set up like a routine when I'm practicing. So I'll start off and I'll just play straight bags in the hole. And then I'll switch and I'll do maybe 10 ends of airmails, and then I'll put bags in the middle, do cut shots. So I have like a routine of practice, which I personally think is a good thing. But it's difficult to do that on a club night because you tend to
mess about more,
play more of a tournament and just play games. Which is the social side of it, I suppose.
Especially some of our club members as well. They're quite crazy. So
I know. Well, they like to. Just a little bit. With the likes of Liam, he probably has like a routine when he's practicing. I've seen on his Instagram and stuff, and he'll practice by himself, and he'll go out to wherever the park, and he'll probably just practice certain shots, and he is good at them. He's definitely. The practice definitely helps. So as a beginner, I think as a beginner, you probably playing other people is probably more important, and actually just getting used to that and sort of playing games really. Getting used to the different shots that you have to play, and getting tips off other players as well, I suppose.
100%.
Yeah, which I think that's one thing as well with cornhole players. That it's like they'll answer any questions, they'll give anybody any tips. If somebody comes and says, well, how do you do that shot? I think just about everybody will actually explain, take the time and show them how to play that shot.
Yeah, of course.
Or if there's a certain rule or something like that. But
I've seen, like I said again, I've seen some of the best players in the world kind of showing other people how to do technique, end of the day, they could potentially end up meeting them a couple of years later. You never know.
Well, that's it, yeah.
But it doesn't matter to anyone. I think that there's no doubt about it, and I've been in a lot of sports, there's no doubt about the cornhole community across the world is the best without a doubt. So I don't know what it is that makes it like that. It's
like ACO is always come across as this big family atmosphere, and more so than maybe ACL. I think when you look at it, and I think UKCL is starting to get that now as well.
Yeah, it's similar.
It is this sort of family thing, which makes it friendly, makes it more fun. There's still a competitive edge in between that, but it works together anyway.
100%.
It's when you're watching ACO players, they're deadly serious playing that game. After the match, so friendly. It's it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely is.
It really is.
So just one thing before we go, got these nice bags in front of you.
Yeah.
What have we got?
So this is Great Cornhole Company.
Which is your company?
Yeah, which it is now. Yeah, we
all know that.
Yeah. Of course, I I actually used to own Sneak in the past, and I kind of passed that on to Tony Gavin.
Yeah.
And he's doing a great job with that as well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, basically we're now a great cornhole company. I think the name's pretty good. You know, hopefully they are great bags. Pardon the pun, and hopefully they're great. We do custom apparel, we do custom boards, we do anything customized really as well. But the bags are, you know, I've had bags specially made from me from America, and they are. There's no doubt they're just the same quality, if not better now in our personal. How we like them better as well. So yeah, we've got the V69s, which is the HD version, which means hybrid. So they're the hybrid type, and we can do them in a bit of a smaller template as well, a bit like the charge bags. We also do customized bags as well, and Panda's kindly let me showcase his new bags as well. So Panda's one of our team great players, great guy as well. Pardon the pun again. There's a lot of puns in this when it comes to great, but yeah. And then we've got the V69 normal ones as well, which is obviously the slick side bag. So yeah, 6.9 is obviously 9's a very fast speed. We also do a V48 as well. So we've kept the branding very simple. The design is very simple,
effective. Nice.
Yeah,
and obviously you've got the ACO license on these as well.
That's it, yeah. A bit like Charge.
So,
you know, we're quite lucky to have the ACO license. That kind of just gives it a bit more razzmatazz, really, and kind of gives it that kind of solidarity that that they are very good quality bags, professional bags.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, greatcornhole.com is the website, GR8 Cornhole.com. And we, like I said, we do everything on there. I think we believe we're one of the best in Europe, if not the world, really, when it comes to customization.
Well, we can see that from your jersey.
Yeah, we do.
It's like
we do very high quality.
You're going to stand out in a crowd with that one.
Definitely.
It's got to be the coolest hoodie I've seen.
But yeah, no, like I said, I have my name on the back of it as well. And we could, the good thing about our customization is, and a bit like yourself with your company at Charge, is we are 100% custom, and you know, we're just not a template, and you know, we have no minimum order value or minimum order quantity, and our value is really good as well. Our pricing is really good as well, because we just want to get the best equipment out there in every player's hands. And well,
that's it now. I think, you know, with your bags and our bags, they're basically the same. Well, they are the same quality as any American bag, and they're the same fabrics. It's you know, everybody's using the same. They come from the States, so we have to try and keep the cost down as much as we can.
Yeah.
In the UK, you know, some of the prices in the States are ridiculous now for bags. I think they've gone a little bit too far with that, but it's keeping it an affordable sort of game as well. I think, you know, it's
100%.
We're a growing sport, and you know, it's going to grow a lot further yet. So
I think we agreed as well at the beginning that we would kind of plot a flat line charge great amount of value on the bags that, you know, we'd just flatline it, and then if people did want to go for a customized set, of course a little bit more work, so a little bit more money, but you know, you're talking $64.99 for a set of standardized bags, and then again professional level but a standard design, and I think we're at $74.99 for a customized set, so just an extra £10 to have whatever you want on them.
So we'll put a link to Great Cornhole on the below in the description. For the online shop.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, we can have a look on there. But it's been amazing to get you on, even though you did beat me in the game. You know, maybe next time I'll have a chance, and hopefully we'll get you back up.
100%. I've enjoyed it.
It'd be great, and I've got a few other subjects that I really want to pick your brains on, but we'll leave them for another episode.
Of course.
And maybe try and get some footage or with throwing techniques and stuff. You know what I mean?
Of course.
In on the court, and we'll try and give people a few tips that way. You know, you don't have to give away all of your secrets, mind. You know, because
Yeah.
Because if you do that, everybody's going to come second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely do not listen to me. But no. It's I'm like you said before, always there to give advice, certainly to new players.
Yeah.
And you know, we're now seeing that as well in the UKCL with the players that are coming up. You know, some of the Solent lads and the Ashby Bagger lads, and we're really seeing the standards now going tenfold. And I mean, that's only, I won't say only because, but we do help out a lot as well when it comes to the people that have been there experience-wise, learning the new players as well. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And I'm certainly happy to come back here in this really nice studio and come back on Corn the Pod. It's very exciting. And I love these microphones as well. Really good, very good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good fun. So next week, Craig's over in the States at the Worlds, ACO Worlds. So what we're going to try and do is get some short videos out, because Craig's going to report back from there and send us some video footage back. We might even be able to squeeze in a live. We'll see if we can get a link up for that. But hopefully we'll get maybe one or two of them maybe next week. And then when he gets back, I think Craig's going to come back down into the studio, and we're going to film an episode with a full report really of his trip. And hopefully, you know, he comes back with some trophies or something. Or
Hey, you never know.
We'll see. Right, so thanks very much, and thank you, Danny.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you.
And we'll see you next time on Corn on the Pod.